session. The Superior Court judges sitting en banc, the Honorable Stanislaus presiding. Please be seated.
Very quiet, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome. It is a great honor as the presiding judge of the Stanislaus Superior Court to preside over this investiture ceremony for our newest colleague, Judge Sarah Birmingham. An investiture is one of those most meaningful moments in the life of a court when the community, the bench, and the bar gather to welcome a judge entrusted with the solemn responsibility of upholding the rule of law and ensuring equal justice for all. We are privileged to share this day with Judge Birmingham's family, friends, and colleagues who have helped shape the values and dedication she brings to the bench. We also extend our deepest gratitude to Governor Gavin Newsom for his confidence in appointing Judge Birmingham, and to Judicial Appointments Secretary Luis Cespedes for his leadership in advancing a judiciary that reflects both excellence and the diversity of California. Their vision and dedication ensure that communities such as ours benefit from judges of the highest integrity, experience, and a commitment to public service. We have waited a very long day. We have waited a very long time for this day. Sorry. Judge Birmingham's appointment comes approximately 19 months after our last judicial appointment, Judge Garcia, and nearly 8 years after our last family law practitioner, Judge Spieler, joined the bench. Her appointment not only fills a critical need, but also brings much needed expertise, balance, and diversity of experience to our court. Judge Birmingham's distinguished career as a family law practitioner brings both depth of expertise and a compassionate understanding of the challenges facing families in our community. Her appointment enhances the diversity of experience and perspective on our bench, particularly in the area of law where empathy, patience, and sound judgment are paramount. Judge Birmingham is also a proud Modesto native with deep, enduring ties to her community. She grew up right here in Modesto, attending Sonoma Elementary, La Loma Junior High School, and Downey High School, following in the footsteps of her own mother and her sisters, who also graduated from Downey High School. These roots are more than just geography. They represent a shared community experience, a grounding in our local values, and a lifelong investment in the well-being of the people she now serves from the bench. Beyond her work as an attorney, she has generously volunteered for many local organizations, including the Center for Human Services, Seroptimus International, and Rotary. The Center for Human Services is a cornerstone nonprofit providing vital services to low-income children, for families supporting children in crisis, foster youth, and families grappling with mental illness and substance abuse challenges. From 2004 to 2020, she served on its board of directors and twice as board president from 2008 to 2010. She also dedicated a decade of service to Seroptimus International, where she held leadership roles including club president from 2013 to 2014, organized the group's annual pancake breakfast fundraiser, and volunteered for many years at their community Christmas tree to bring gifts to children in foster care or those parents who were struggling financially. Earlier in her career, Judge Birmingham worked as an attorney for the Modesto Office of California Rural Legal Assistance from 2001 to 2004, advocating for some of our most vulnerable community members on issues such as housing discrimination, eviction, public benefits, and restraining orders. This lifelong commitment to service and justice reflects the very best of our community and ideals of our profession. It is precisely because of this record, her professionalism, her empathy, and her proven commitment to our community that she enjoyed such strong and enthusiastic support from her colleagues on the bench for her appointment. It has been a privilege to know Judge Birmingham for more than 20 years. Over that time, I have witnessed firsthand her unwavering commitment to our community and her extraordinary skill as an advocate for children, families, and those in need. Her dedication, integrity, and compassion have been evident not only in her legal practice, but also in her years of voluntary leadership and service. Judge Birmingham joins a long tradition of judges in Stanislaus County who approach their duties with integrity, compassion, and diligence. On behalf of our entire bench and staff, I welcome Judge Birmingham to the honorable service and thank all of you for joining in this celebration. Together, we look forward to supporting in her work on behalf of the people of California. Judge Birmingham and I will now stand together for the administration of the oath of office. Judge Birmingham, please join me as we rise for the solemn pledge to uphold the Constitution and the laws of our state. Yes, please raise your right hand. I, Sarah J. Birmingham, do solemnly swear.
I, Sarah J. I, Sarah J. Birmingham, do solemnly swear
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Judge Birmingham. So Judge Birmingham, once again, congratulations. On behalf of the Stanislaus Superior Court, we welcome you to the bench.
Thank you.
Next in our program, we are joined by so many distinguished members of the judiciary and officials who have taken the time to be here and show their support. It is now my privilege to recognize and introduce them today. So let me begin. I believe we have Supervising Family Law Judge, Judge Cassidy. Thank you. We have a Supervising Civil Judge, Judge Freeland. Supervising Criminal Judge, Jeff Mangar. Our Presiding Judge of the Appellate Division, Judge Stacy Spieler. Judge Carrie Stevens. Judge David Hood. Judge John Main. Judge Linda McFadden. Judge Marcus Mumford. Judge Saul Garcia. Judge Swina Panu. Judge Valley Israels. And we have a Commissioner Janine Hyatt. And we also have retired Judge Cordova, retired Judge Began, retired Judge Lynn Meredith. And any other judicial officers that I'm missing? Okay, great. We are also joined by the Chairman of the Board of Supervisors, Chairman Buck Condit. We're also joined by Chief of Probation, Mark Ferreira. We're also joined by a representative from the Public Defender's Office, Chief Rafael Bito, as well as a Director of the Alternative Defense, Clifford Tong. And any other electeds or department heads that I'm missing? Great, thank you. We'll now move to the next part of our program, and that is the invited comments. We'll begin by hearing from our judges and judicial officers and invite members of the audience who wish to offer words of congratulations or welcome Judge Birmingham to bench to do so. At this time, I'll begin with the judicial officers.
Good afternoon, Judge Birmingham. We have known each other for nearly 20 years now, since the days of the tortfeasors. For those of you who do not know, 20 years ago, a lot of us new attorneys were involved in this kind of informal gathering. We played, what do? We played softball together, we bowled together. And it was just a really great way to not only professionally network with one another, but also to forge relationships that have stand the test of time. And so you're in good company with the tortfeasors because not only am I serving on the bench, but I know that Judge Garcia and Judge Mangar were also involved in that 20 years ago. And I just want to say that I've known, ever since that time that you're a wonderful person. You've always been devoted to the practice of law. And I'm just so glad that you're joining us on the bench. You're joining a wonderful group of judicial officers, wonderful administration, and wonderful court personnel who are here to help you on your journey. So please don't hesitate to ask for any help that you may need, and I'm excited for you in this next chapter of your professional career. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge Birmingham, congratulations and a very warm welcome. Now, Judge Spieler already had to make me feel old because 20 years ago I was too old for the tortfeasors. but I'm pleased to have known you even before then. It is a great joy to have you join us, and many of the practitioners have noted that finally I may be able to start learning some real family law from a certified family law specialist. God knows it's well overdue. But one way or the other, thank you very much for joining us. It's a great pleasure, and thank you, Judge Sandhu, for the placement of Judge Birmingham with the Family Law Group. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Judge Birmingham. My name is Judge Valley Israels. I'm here with two hats, one as a judge and the other as the president of the local Inns of Court. We are delighted to have you on the bench and to have you back in the inn. Sarah attended our 25th wedding, or not wedding, our 25th, oh my God. All right, our 25th inn anniversary this last weekend, and we had a fantastic time. She was with the Inns of Court many, many years ago, I recall also. But we are very happy to have you back and happy to have you as a colleague as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.
At this time, we will invite then members of the public or community that would like to offer some words as well. Did you want to say something, ma'am? You can come on up. And we are, because this is an official proceeding, we do have a reporter. Ma'am, if you can please state your name when you come up to the microphone.
Congratulations, Judge Sarah. Sarah and I in our club, I belong to, Seroptimus International of America. My name is Yolanda Rivera. I have been a member for 25 years, and in between those 25 years, I've gotten to know Sarah. We've worked on several committees together, and I am just astounded at the progress you have made in your life. I'm representing our club, Lynn and Debbie. We're all here to support you, and those that could not make it today send their much love with their arms wrapped around you, giving you blessings for your furthering your journey in the court system. We are so very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, if anyone wants to speak, they can come on up at any time, sir, as well.
Good afternoon, Judge Birmingham. My name is Lindsay Bannerman, And Judge Birmingham and I have had the shared experience of the joy and challenge of studying for and becoming certified family law specialists. Through that experience, I developed a great appreciation for her intellect and knowledge of the law. However, my appreciation for Judge Birmingham extends beyond that, particularly because of her attendance at my annual holiday cookie exchange party. For the past 16 years, I've held a holiday cookie exchange party that, although it has been regularly described as not a competition, it has turned into a competition in response to the demand of the roughly 30 attendees, complete with trophies and championship rings. Each year, Judge Birmingham is in attendance. It's the only time of the year that most of us bake, and it rarely goes off without a hitch as a result. That includes you, Judge Birmingham. For Judge Birmingham, one year it was bloated gingerbread people.
It's true.
Another year she had frosting that wouldn't set up the day before. And the dough has fought back more than once. But year after year, your cookies have turned out beautifully. Not because it was easy, but because you approach even once a year challenges with care, precision, and a willingness to do the work. That's exactly what you'll bring to the bench. Judge Birmingham, you know that not every case will be simple, but you will meet each case with the same steady focus, recognizing the challenges, applying the law carefully, and doing the work required to get it right. Just like in baking, even if it's once a year, success on the bench doesn't come from shortcuts. It comes from consistency, integrity, and showing up ready, even when the process gets messy. You're a welcome addition to the bench, and the people of Stanislaus County will benefit greatly from you in this role. Congratulations.
My name is Hugh Brereton, not Hugh Jackman, but Brereton. R-E-T-O-N, and I think I can remember the year that I was to the bar, and I'm thinking that I may be the oldest attorney, even though I'm retired as of 18 years ago. I have a fellow member of our firm lives next door to me to make sure that I'm keeping on the straight and narrow. Sarah is, but I remember her as it was because I haven't been to the firm for probably, 15, 16 years. Mm-hmm. And so for the first time I saw her at a local restaurant. And she was being very properly, operating, no festivities. But I was really happy because we had a firm at one time that was 30 some odd people, not very long. And then we had most of the time people who were about 15 or 16, and I was the only family law attorney. That turned out to be a very positive thing because I got to do all the family law, certified all the kit and caboodle. Sarah, I don't remember what the circumstances were, but I do remember that you passed and you were certified as a family law specialist. I enjoyed family law. I enjoyed the vast majority of the people, and I'm certain that you've had the same experience. I'm only very pleased. There was no way I wasn't going to come today. I was supposed to see a neurologist, but I said, you're too late. This lady I've known for, I was going to say since Downey High, but that's a stretch. My son, I think they were classmates.
Yes.
Anyway, I got down here and then everything's 1 hour parking. They don't understand that there's a certain speed limit that I have. And when I was crossing the walkway just down here, it was a mash between me putting my hand up and waving it or backing up. Anyway, I could always count on Sarah for good, solid research, opinions, and not the least hesitant to make suggestions. And I think that improved me as an attorney, because now I had somebody that I could run the thing off, stick it up on the wall, see if it floats. And so I knew this would be coming someday. I'm only glad that I'm still here to view that. I'll leave my age. I'm 83 now. And so I will not be planning to come to the office, but it's been a pleasure to know Sarah throughout her career and what she's done and accomplished in her life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Greg Sessions, and Judge Sandu, great to see you. Judge Birmingham, I'm here for two reasons. One is the volunteer representative of a group of friends that are so honored to be invited here to witness, to celebrate with you. We are so happy and proud of you and know that this whole group is benefiting greatly by adding you to their ranks. The other reason I wanted to stand up is because I was a beneficiary of Sarah's expertise many years ago. And as my attorney, she helped me through one of the worst times of my life. And I cannot imagine anyone more prepared or with a better demeanor as you step into this role. Your calm, your insightfulness, your dedication has been evident for years in my personal life and socially as we've gotten to know you and value you so deeply as a friend. And I hope that that shines through, as I know it will. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Judge Birmingham, on behalf of the Stanislaus County Bar Association, we are honored to welcome you to the bench. I have admired you for over 25 years. I met you when you arrived as a young lawyer at California Rural Legal Assistance. I was a community worker. And I got to see for the first time excellence in motion from a young lawyer that didn't look like me, didn't look like those of us that have carried justice because we've lived injustice. You came in because you carried it in your heart and you fought every day. And when I became a lawyer, you set the bar for what I needed to do when you passed the torch. Then I followed you to your new law firm. And I got to be with my friend, and I got to grow in my career. And I am honored to have walked this life with you in joy and in loss and in friendship. I told you that I would have crawled here if I had to, but I would be here. And we congratulate you. Thank you.
And just for the record, that's Maria Jaime. Maria Jaime. Thank you. We were just putting your name on the record. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jaime. Okay. So at this time, then, we thank everyone for their words. And it's our privilege now to actually hear from the person at the center of today's celebration. So please join me in welcoming Judge Sarah Birmingham, share her own remarks and on this special occasion. Judge Birmingham.
Thank you. It's so great to see everyone here today, friends, family, attorneys, members of the community. I am genuinely honored to be appointed to the Stanislaus County Superior Court bench. Just 8 weeks ago, on August 7th, I was appointed by Governor Newsom, and immediately my life changed. I was a solo practitioner and had to go to work, closing my office, transferring my files, saying goodbye to my clients, saying goodbye to my staff who are here. If you cry, I'm going to cry, so you got to stop. Karen Camara, who's been my paralegal for 20 years, and Sarah Coelho, who's been my office assistant, administrative assistant for the last 5 years. I want to thank both of them for their hard work and dedication. I appreciate both of you. I will miss them both dearly. Over the last few weeks, I have already started at the court. I've been working and training and getting to know judges and court staff. I am impressed by every person that I've met has been so hardworking and generous and smart and kind. I'm very excited about the future. And while this has been a little bit of a hectic time for me in this transition, it's given me an opportunity to reflect. And as Judge Israel said last weekend, I went to a really extraordinary event, the 25th anniversary of our Inns of Court. And this was a really kind of fantastic event that really showcased the best of our legal community over the last 25 years. Coincidentally, I've been an attorney in this community for 24 years. So it really was an opportunity for me to look back on the time that I've practiced here. And there are many individuals that I've known for 20 plus years practicing here in Stanislaus County who I no longer just consider colleagues, but I consider friends. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be part of this community. As I was getting ready to kind of put together some remarks today, I started to think about all the people that I have to thank. And I realized that I have about 10 minutes, and there is no possible way that I can thank all of my family, friends, fellow attorneys, and judges who've inspired me to be here in this place. But there are a couple of people that I just feel I have to mention. And it's folks in my professional life that have gone out of their way to become my mentor. And, you know, mentors, they don't get any recognition, really. There's no pay. It's just something, a selfless act that people do. And I want to acknowledge. See, I'm going to get emotional now. Because Mr. Brereton was my first mentor, right back there. I'm so happy he could make it today. Back at the firm, when we were at Curtis, we used to just refer to him as Mr. B. So I'm gonna go into that comfortable name here as I talk about him. Mr. B was a partner at my old firm at Curtis. It's Curtis and Arata, now Curtis Legal Group. And when I started, they provided a lot of different client services. And when I interviewed, they asked what I wanted to do. And I said I would do anything. I'm happy to do civil, happy to do estate litigation, I'm happy to do criminal, I'm happy to do personal injury, but I really was pretty sure I wasn't suited for family law. And Mr. Brereton came up to me and he said, you know, after I got the job, he said, you know, I think you should reconsider your feelings about family law. And he, for the first time, he offered to just have me come to court and watch him. No pressure, just watch him to see kind of what it was all about. And it was really during this time I got to observe Mr. B's hard work, his skilled preparation, his dedication, his thoughtful arguments that he made to the court. And the thing that sticks with me even today is his unflappable professionalism. Mr. B, in all the years I worked for him, with him, he never lost his cool, he never lost his temper. Family law can be a highly contentious area. Sometimes people aren't very nice. I may be understating that just a bit. But Mr. Brereton never took the bait. He never engaged in mean-spirited debate or conversation. He always treated people with respect and dignity. That was a really good example. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful I had a mentor like Mr. B. He went out of his way to help me, encourage me, and support me. He's right. He mentioned in his comments, he encouraged me also to become a certified specialist. I said I wasn't ever going to take another bar exam. It was fine. I didn't need to do it. And again, Mr. B approached me and said, you know, I think you should be a certified specialist. And then before I knew it, there I was. And so I'm really grateful. And I hope that new attorneys get similar guidance and support in their career. Because for me, at the beginning of my career like that was such a valuable experience to have someone reach out like that. The other person that I would like to thank is a more recent mentor, because I think you can have mentors and you should have mentors throughout your career. And that is Judge Alan Cassidy. And now I think Judge Alan Cassidy is officially my mentor with the court. I think that's like a title. I don't know if that's official. I don't know if that's been made up or not, but I think. But as he was introduced, he's a supervising judge in family law. He's been on the family law bench for over 10 years. And previously, I knew Judge Cassidy as a judge that I appeared in front of. I knew him as an attorney, and I knew him through that activity. But it has really been his support and encouragement through my judicial application process which has made all the difference. If you're unfamiliar with a judicial application process, it's long, exceedingly detailed, and challenging. And I'm not complaining, it should be. But there's no manual or books to read that really can help you with that process. And it was Judge Cassidy who took the time to explain to me the committees, the interviews, the PDQs, the updated PDQs, the procedure, the preparation that you have to go through. It was Judge Cassidy's encouragement that kept me going through this process, and I'm grateful for that. I have many more people that have helped and inspired me throughout my career. Supervisors, experienced attorneys from every single job I've had. I also have many attorney colleagues who I consider to be mentors and teachers. My experience has been here in Stanislaus County, we have a very collegial bar. I value that. I love the fact we run things by each other. It's not uncommon to have someone say, can I run something by you real quick if you've got a minute? I get those calls. I used to get those calls all the time, and I, in turn, would make those calls if something new or challenging came up. And attorneys are only able to do this and have this kind of exchange and discussions when there's collegiality and respect in our community. And I think mentorship and collegiality make our community stronger and better. The reality is, as litigators, if that's the kind of law you do, we are in a state of conflict with each other all the time. It's just the nature of litigation. There's no way to not have conflict. But it is also important that we support each other because that support makes each of us better and overall raises the standard in our profession. Therefore, if you aren't currently someone's mentor, and you might be a mentor and not even know it, but if you're not a mentor, I encourage you to become one. And if you don't have a mentor, I encourage you to find one. And some of that takes some vulnerability, it takes some openness, but just asking for help. I find people here, my experience has been, are incredibly willing to donate their time, their ideas, and their energy to helping our community. And so as a judge, I will do my part to promote collegiality and professionalism. I will expect fair dealing from attorneys and parties, and they likewise can expect fair dealing from me as their judicial officer. Included in this promise is the fair, impartial, and efficient administration of justice, including the assurance that the Constitution, Constitutional safeguards will be followed, and every party shall receive their due process, including notice and an opportunity to be heard. I thank all of you for being here. I look forward to this next chapter.
Once again, congratulations, Judge Birmingham. On behalf of the entire Stanislaus Superior Court, we thank everyone for being here today. Judge Birmingham would also like to invite everyone that's here today for a reception at Surla's. That's at 431 12th Street, and that will be immediately following this, this investiture. So at this time, thank you again, Judge Birmingham. Thank you again, everyone.